Hello, this is Jack's Cowboys. Got some magazines here that kind of put in perspective the last few weeks of the Cowboys season. First was the 2 in a row against the Eagles. The first one won them the NFC champions. This is Star Magazine. The NFC East champions crown they won. Then the next week it was a Cowboys breakout playoff win, 34-14 over the Philadelphia Eagles, which was the first time in Cowboy history where we won the Eagles 3 times. Then this is the one I got today. How things change real fast in the NFL. Cowboys season ends in loss to Minnesota. But I was just reading the recap of the season on DallasCowboys.com, and they discussed the best win of the season, which I think all of them are good, but it was between the Saints game and the Philadelphia game with the first playoff win, and a lot of people are considering the Kansas City game might have changed the tide of the season and given breaking out superstar Miles Austin into the scene with his first start when Roy Williams was down. I think it was the Philadelphia win in the playoffs that was the best win, because that's everybody. All the talk was that Cowboys haven't won a playoff game in 12 years, and finally got the monkey off everybody's back. They were saying off of Wade's, Romo's, and the Cowboys also. Then they discussed the worst loss, which would have probably been the Minnesota. Some were saying maybe the Giants game, because if we could have got one more win in the season, that could have put us at home for the playoffs against Minnesota, and we wouldn't even have to play Minnesota at home. I mean at their stadium, which would have changed the whole outcome of the game. And they discussed the best play of the season. My favorite play was probably that one play where Romo fake pumped it to the other side of the field and then throw it to Miles Austin against the Eagles, and he ran for touchdowns. But I also like the Witten's big 69-yarder, and I like the one that he faked it and got it out to Creighton on a pump fake, another pump fake. But that was some of the plays that happened. It was a big season for big plays. There was over 40 or something, or many big plays this season because of the all-star cast that the Cowboys have. And I really liked a lot of these big runs that Felix Jones had in the last game also, where he ran it 73 yards against the Eagles. But there was they also discussed the MVP, which I think would have been Romo. So it was been a breakout season for him, I think. Okay, then there was a press conference with Wade signing a 2-year extension. And he is doing the Pro Bowl this year because he's a 3rd seed. They just started doing that. But it's an inspirational 45-minute press conference with Jerry Jones. Wade Phillips showed the commitment to keeping this team together through the 2011 season. And Wade Phillips said it's a goal to win a world championship. We got the defense that can win a world championship, and the future is looking bright, and we want to win it all. Phillips is the winningest coach in Cowboys history at 33-15, 68.7%, close to Romo's, which matches Kurt Warner's throughout 50 games. Wade says this team's on an upswing, and good players are going to all be coming back. Jerry said the team exceeded expectations. The Cowboys were picked third in the division and finished first. Won 2 of the last 3 seasons divisional titles. So quit BSing each other, Jerry Jones said. There'll be ambiguity, but it's better to have continuity of having the coach there for the players, and all the players respect this coach, Wade Phillips. Then we go to a season recap. The defense rose, and Tony Romo's efficiency, rise of Mike Jenkins, a lot of other things too. We just missed, everybody was wondering how Owens would be replaced, and superstar Miles Austin rose up in the Kansas City game in Week 5. He caught 1,320 yards in the regular season, which is first in the NFC. In the postseason, Miles Austin ranked third in receiving, and Jason Witten was tied for first place and had a 1,000-yard season. Dallas was second in passing in the NFC regular season, with the Saints in first place. And the Packers were behind in third place. Now that was passing in the regular season. They were second. Cowboys were second in passing. And rushing, Dallas was in third in the NFC, and the Packers at fifth. Tony Romo had 4,483 yards and a career high, and a low 9 intercepts. This was the second lowest of any team at 9 intercepts to Favre. He also ranked second in the postseason to Kurt Warner in passing up till the championship time. He knows how to improvise under pressure and open up big play opportunities, and he's improved throughout this season on holding the ball and avoiding interceptions. Somehow they coached him up not to do that after at the midway, probably just before the midway point of the season. When I was down there, he had a streak of no interceptions and holding on to the ball. But in the postseason and regular season to this point, like that Mitch Lake was saying on the radio station, that Romo sucks and that, but on this sheet of paper I figured out that Romo had, to this point, to the championship game, he has 4,925 yards, which is the most of any quarterback to this point. Second is Rodgers at 4,857. Then it's Manning, Breeze, and then Favre. Up until this point. So I know that YouTube only allows 10 minutes, so I'll have to continue this one.